Alrighty, welcome back to my second vid. I can say welcome back. It has been a while since I played Hollow Knight, but we're just going to run through Path of Pain real quick. It shouldn't be too hard. I do have to remember how to play, but it's not really that tough. Was it here? It sure was. I remember when I first played this, I just found this on my own and you know, I'd heard of Path of Pain, so I know I needed to probably come back when I was a little better. But yeah, we're just going to go through this. I should have waited, that's on me. Yeah, I haven't thought about any topics, anything to discuss really. I've just kind of started because I know that I need to get this recording done. And no matter what happens, upload. So, what do we talk about? First I want to start off, thank you Adam, for the recommend, that was dumb, for the tip that my audio was very quiet in the last video. You are absolutely correct. That was very quiet. Sorry, I'm locking in a little bit. I will fix that for this one, hopefully. It was loud enough in my DaVinci, but I guess in YouTube it quieted a little bit. That's alright though. And we'll do it this way this time. I do remember this being a bit of a interesting bit that we're in. Alright, we're good. Yeah. Thanks for that. I will fix it. I appreciate the big support on the last vid, you know. For now, let's think of a topic. Oh, how do I see dash? I got it. I don't feel great about that angle. Oh, we're good. Yeah, let's talk about competitiveness in video games. All right. You know, back in my day, I used to play a little bit of CS, bit of the CS:GO. I wasn't great. I got to LEM with a group of mates. Some good, some bad. But that was really bad. Yeah, got to LEM, and I can't do it anymore. The competitive games, I can't get around them. There's a lot of pressure. Nowadays, people are so focused on winning that there's very little fun to be had. You know, if you make a mistake, everyone would get mad at you. And it really kills any fun that might potentially be had. In my opinion. People don't have fun in games anymore. Everyone's concerned with what's meta and what is the best thing. This is open, isn't it? Yeah, this is a different save file I'm using that has that open. I would still go through it and, you know, act as if I did it. You'll get the full Path of Pain experience. Again, I haven't played this in a long time. It was bad. Too far. There we go. Damn, barely missed it. That's fine. Yeah. You know, you go to certain games with like characters and heroes, and everyone's like, oh, you need to play this character, they've got the best this, or you need to play this character, they've got you know, they're the strongest right now and you need that to climb. It's like, I don't like that in games. I don't think I ever have. I think basing basing, you know, who you play based on how viable they are instead of, you know, your enjoyment of them. I think that's, I am struggling with this. So yeah, play who's fun and who you want to play, not who's good and who's best. I am doing so poorly. I'm flabbergasted. I've never struggled at this area. Alright. I'm out of soul. That's right. Here, we'll do it this way. I was just gonna double jump, but the game decided no. That's alright. We're gonna play it safe. Absolutely not with how many attempts I took. But yeah, you know, when I play a video game that has characters like Overwatch, I guess, or League of Legends, I don't play these games, but you know, when I did, I find a character that I think visually looks nice, maybe lore-wise is cool, and I choose them. Those become my main. I don't change who I play based on the meta. Call me a one-trick pony. Can I C-dash this? I've never tried. Hold on. Here's where we learn. I mean, we can. I don't think it's worth. But yeah, people be switching. I was watching when Nev first streamed. What was it? Rainbow Six Siege. Unfortunate. People in his chat were saying you need to play this person. They're really good right now or something. I'm cool with people saying like, oh, maybe start with this character for a beginner. Playing poorly. That's completely fine, but, you know, when people are going, oh, you need to play this operator, they've got the best gun. Wow. I think that takes the fun out of the game, you know? Or how games now, like Call of Duty, is like, oh, you need this build on your gun, otherwise you're throwing. You know? I think people have lost the ability to experiment with what they like. What characters they like, and I think that's a little sad, you know? We're good. Oh, I hit this and the alligator opens. But, yeah. It's sad how people are so focused on winning that they don't have fun or vibe with the characters as much as they probably can or should. That was a risky thing to... I'm not even looking at lining up timings. Probably should have, but that's alright. Had to lock in for just a second there, my apologies. But, I mean, this is pretty chill. I know there's a secret here. How do you cancel C-dash? Is it C-dash again? Or is it away? Let me double check one more time. It's C-dash again, okay. Goodness gracious. My game lagged a little bit, hope that was probably in the recording too. Let me just chill here and talk. I guess I should probably keep going too. We can do both, why not? You know, my favorite League of Legends character is Kog'Maw. I played him back in... Whoops. Back in, I think 2012 was the first time I played League. My neighbor came over. And at this point, he'd come over every couple of days, and we'd play like Smash Bros, Brawl, and that was good fun. I did the same in that game too. But he got us to try League, and I was terrible. I was like, I was a child. I had no idea what I was doing. But you know, we got to the champ select, and I saw this funny looking slug. This funny looking guy oozing out of his mouth, and I said, that guy looks cool. And then I played him. And he was Kog'Maw, and he was my goat. I did absolutely nothing the entire game, I'm sure. I would have just ran at the enemy and died. But that's part of the charm of Kog'Maw. Because he has his passive. So even though I was absolutely running it down, the worst game you've ever seen, I was still having fun because I was using the passive. And ever since then, I've like primarily played as Kog'Maw. He's forever been my goat and forever will be my goat. This is not a good attempt. I'm not even gonna go back. Really? Yeah, okay, just reset me. Maybe I'll go back now. But, yeah. People nowadays, they play what's good. Really? I guess I'm jumping too early. Yeah, people play what's best. And I think that's sad. There's no more experimentation, there's no more learning what you like. It's whatever is best. And that's what happened with a lot of games. People don't have, you know, as much fun, I guess. Everything has to be optimal, and that's not a good way to go through games or life, I reckon. Always doing what's best for the outcome, not most fun for you. I've been rambling this one. this is probably not a great game to run through. And try and talk at the same time. I could have dashed again. Why do we need to see dash? Oh, right. I do remember the end of this, so I'm not too upset with getting sent back. I remember when I did get to the end of this, obviously, very surprised, and I think I was prepared. I think I always played it safe and was like, I don't know if this... When I first did this, it took me like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. And like, I thought at the end of it that I'd only reached the halfway, because I'd heard how difficult this game was. And so, when I got to the end, I thought that there was going to be... That's bad. I thought there was going to be a lot more. And I was disappointed. People talked this Path of Pain up, and it was a little easy. Easier than I wanted. And then Silksong comes around. I could have stalled. Silksong comes around, and there's not even a Path of Pain. There's like the top of the map. But I'll put a disclaimer at the start about Hollow Knight spoilers. What was I saying? Yeah, there's no like really difficult platforming or anything. What am I doing? So I'm hoping in Sea of Sorrow that there will be... Man. There will be some kind of Path of Pain or tricky platforming. Because, you know, I think that this Path of Pain is really good. It's not as tough as I might want it to be. But I think it's a good level where it's at. Where it's enjoyable. I don't know why I thought I had my double jump. It's because I normally dash instead of, what am I doing? Anyway, yeah. I hope there's a Path of Pain-esque thing in Silksong, because the platforming was a little easy. I'm still not happy that they removed the float. The float override. Being able to hold down and then jump while you're in the air, and you won't initiate a double jump, you'll instead... you will instead initiate a float, because it makes the earlier platforming, if you're going back, significantly easier, and it opens up... Here we go. Okay, yeah, gotta remember. These guys do 2 damage, and I am just eating it. Okay. That hits behind? Wow. I've never died there. Okay, I'm in complete disbelief. But we've only been recording for like 13 minutes. That means I can just do it again real quick. I'll do it even faster. No more mucking about. I forgot what I was talking about. Yes, the float override. Yeah, why would that at least not be a talk? I know people are complaining about it. I think that's really silly to complain about. It just means, like, don't hold down and jump if you want to double jump. The only reason you'd be holding down is if you're trying to pogo. And the fact that you're trying to pogo and double jump at the same time makes me think you missed the pogo, in which case, I don't know, let go of down. You remove some of your own capability, accessibility of initiating the flutter without wasting the double jump. And I'm confused as to why Cherry thought, that it was a good idea to get rid of it. And not only that, but also not at least have like an option to toggle it back on in the menu, in the settings. Because I think, you know, it's not good to take away the ability to do more, but also the earlier sections, you know. Sometimes having the double jump is a major hindrance. And so it's a little silly that they got rid of it. And I'd love it if in Sea of Sorrow, or just an update, they brought back that accessibility. That would be great. That would be great. I hope they do. There's a lot of nerfs in Silksong that I didn't think were necessary. Why am I sea dashing? Oh my goodness. You know, a lot of the bosses were nerfed. I don't think that was necessary. A lot of the environmental damage I can understand being like, it was perhaps a little egregious. You know? Having, I don't know, a lot of the like the worms in, I'm forgetting where all the places are. But, you know, a lot of stuff that I didn't think was necessary to do too, was doing too. I'm cool with those being nerfed. But, a lot of the bosses and stuff I don't think needed. I think there's a lot of complaint, because you have a lot of new players come in to Silksong. And just complain, it's too hard. It's like, this is the game that you signed up for. You didn't come in playing Hollow Knight. You're just here for the hype of Silksong, probably. That was bad. Yeah, you're just here for the hype of Silksong. You should probably expect a challenge, you know? This was meant to be a DLC for Silksong. Silksong was meant to be a DLC for Hollow Knight. So of course everything's going to be usually skill-wise scaled to that of someone that's played through and beaten a lot of Hollow Knight. And the fact that they can come in and complain, it's a little silly. Yeah. A lot of complaining. I do agree the amount of double damage is a little egregious at times. I think it makes it, why didn't I wall jump there? Makes it a little difficult to take in the environments like you could in Hollow Knight. In Hollow Knight there are times where it's stressful, obviously. But a lot of the time you can also, what's it called? Just take the time and appreciate, you know, the scenery and the environment and the atmosphere. But in Silksong, you're always so close to death. Like, anything can kill you pretty much. One bad combo can do like 6 damage. And it makes it a little tougher to appreciate that stuff. But I saw the design, they said something like, you know, it's very easy to heal, because obviously you heal 3 at a time. And so, okay, I guess I didn't swing. Yeah, it's very easy to heal 3 at a time. And so you constantly go from, full HP to low HP to full HP, just back and forth, back and forth. And that is cool. It definitely adds to the fun. But yeah, I don't know. It makes taking the environment a little tough. I have 100%ed Silksong, so I'd hope that my opinion has some credibility. I haven't gotten all the achievements, like every ending, because some of them I didn't know existed. I played it primarily on the first week that it came out. I was there on drop when Steam died. And, sorry, we're back. Yeah. You can throw it up, that's fine. Not again. Not again. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me... I'm not gonna... Yeah, I get it, blah, blah, blah. We're not gonna show that. Alright. You know, I don't have to finish my thoughts. I can just leave it here. I already forgot what I was saying. This has been, I mean, hopefully a little better than the other one. I'll fix some of the audio issues. I won't even have to edit as much. I could probably just do it raw. It's not even 20 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for dropping by. Tips, feedback, everything, greatly appreciated. I've just been rambling this whole video, and that's what you should come to expect. Obviously, it'd be great if I had some proper topics that I could stick to, but I don't. I didn't for this one. I probably should have. I mean, the whole gaming and fun and competitive, that was a myriad of topics that I've thought about a lot, but I just should have dedicated the video to one of them. I was a bit all over the place. Anyway, enough rambling. Uh, Thanks for watching. That's about it. Peace.